In this session, we are going to study about the family Fabaceae. So, the family Fabaceae, it has a previous name Papilionoidae. It is a subfamily of leguminosae. Alright, so let us study about its vegetative characters first. Now, the habit of the plant. In Fabaceae family, we will find trees, shrubs, and herbs. So, all these type of plants and trees will be found. In the root, nodules will be present. What are root nodules? If we talk about leguminous plants, then some of the leguminous plants have nodules in their roots, which are some round structures like these, which are called root nodules. Inside these nodules, a bacteria called rhizobium is present. This rhizobium bacteria fixes the atmospheric nitrogen. It fixes the atmospheric nitrogen and turns it into ammonia and other usable forms, which is taken up by the roots of this leguminous plant. So it is a type of symbiosis. So in the root of leguminous plants, we will see root nodules which harbors the rhizobium bacteria, and it is a type of symbiotic association in which the rhizobium fixes the atmospheric nitrogen and provides usable form of nitrogen to the plant, and the plant in turn provides food to the bacteria. Alright? If we talk about the stem is either erect or in the form of climber. So the climber is a type of plant in which needs supports for its growth, or which needs a surface for attachment so that it can climb up, and it usually has tendrils, for example pea, right? So the stem could either be erect or in the form of a climber. If we talk about leaves, then the leaves show alternate phyllotaxy. They could be either simple or pinnately compound. Alright? The base of the leaf will be pulvinate. Now, if you remember, if we studied in the parts of leaves, we studied about a term called pulvinous, which is usually the swollen leaf base, and that is most commonly seen in some of the leguminous plant. So such kind of leaf base is found here, which is called pulvinate. Alright, the leaves would also be stipulate. Stipules will be present, and the venation will be reticulate. Since most of the leguminous plants are dicots, so we studied that dicots have reticulate venation in their leaves. Alright, so this completes the vegetative characters. Now let us move on to the floral characters. So in the floral characters, we will start with inflorescence. Here racemose inflorescence will be found. I hope you remember racemose inflorescence. If we talk about the flowers, they will be bisexual and zygomorphic or bilaterally symmetrical. All right. The calyx will have 5 sepals and they will be fused. So gamosepalous with imbricate aestivation. Okay. If we talk about corolla, then it will also have 5 petals. Polypetalous, that means petals will be free. All right. And then vexillary aestivation. Vexillary aestivation. If you remember, we also studied about the vexillary aestivation, in which we saw that there's one large petal which is called a vexillum or standard. Then there are 2 lateral wings and then 2 anterior keels, right? And this type of aestivation is called vexillary aestivation. Example we studied was of pea. Pea is one of the leguminous plants. So all the characteristics, floral and vegetative, which we studied about pea in the examples, you can write down all those characteristics in the Fabaceae family, right? So in the corolla, the petals will be 5. Here we see that we have 5 petals. They are polypetalous and vexillary aestivation is seen. There is another name for vexillary aestivation. Can you write down the term in the comments below? What is the other name for vexillary aestivation? We studied about that too. Now let us talk about the androecium. Now in the case of androecium, in Fabaceae family, 10 stamens will be present. Okay, and the stamens will be diadelphous. Diadelphous meaning what? We also studied about some important terms related to stamens, right? Monoadelphous, diadelphous, polyadelphous. So diadelphous means bunch of 2 or group of 2. So here these 10 stamens are arranged in the form of 9 fused plus 1. Alright, so one stamen will be here and the other 9 will be in one whorl or group. Like this. Alright, so this kind of arrangement is called diadelphous, which is usually seen in the Fabaceae family. There are a total of 10 stamens arranged in the form of 9 fused into one bunch and one single stamen alone. And the anthers are dithecous. Dithecous. Dithecous means each lobe of anther has 2 theca. or pollen sac. So when we studied about the structure of anther, we studied that the anther usually has two lobes, right? These are two lobes. So anther is bilobed, and if we cut this bilobed anther and visualize under microscope, then each of these lobes will have two theca. So this is one lobe, this is another lobe, and inside one lobe there will be two pollen sacs or theca, right? So when the arrangement is like this is called dithecous. So anthers are dithecous. I hope this is clear. Now if we talk about gynoecium, the ovary is superior here. All right. It is monocarpellary. So only single carpel will be present. Ovary is superior. Unilocular. That means only one chamber will be present with many ovules. That means this single unilocular ovary will have many ovules, so it will produce many seeds, right? And the style will be single. So since it is monocarpellary, so the style would usually be single. Now if we talk about the fruit, that the fruits are legumes. Okay, fruits are usually called legumes, and their seeds could be one to many. The fruits may bear one or many seeds depending on the number of ovules. And can you tell me whether the seed would be endospermic or non-endospermic? Please write down the answer in the comment section. All right. Now let us write down the floral formula and draw the floral diagram. So let us first draw the floral diagram. So we studied that the calyx, we usually start with the calyx. So the calyx are 5 and gamosepalous. So let us draw the calyx first. This is one calyx. Second calyx. Third calyx. Fourth calyx and fifth calyx. So 5 calyx, gamosepalous, fused. Then we have corolla. With vexillary aestivation. So we are very well aware with vexillary aestivation. First there will be a large standard wheel. There would be a large petal called a standard. Then two lateral wings, and then 2 anterior keels. Alright, now we will draw these stamens. So the stamens are diadelphous with 9+1 arrangement. The 9 are fused and 1 is single. So let me draw the single stamen here and the other 9 in one bunch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like this. And the ovary is monocarpellary. So we will draw the ovary at the center. And we forgot about the mother axis, so we will draw it here. The mother axis. Alright, so this is the floral formula for Fabaceae. Floral diagram, sorry, for Fabaceae family. Now let us write down the floral formula. So looking at the diagram, we can easily write the floral formula. First we will write the symmetry. So we learned in the zygomorphic flower, or when we studied about the pea flower, or if you remember the example of pea we studied in zygomorphic flower, right? And this flower does not look actinomorphic or does not possess radial symmetry, so it is zygomorphic flower, or it has bilateral symmetry. Then since it has androecium and gynoecium both, let me use a different color. Since it has both the reproductive organs, it is a bisexual flower. Then we will write about the calyx. The calyx are 5 and they are fused. Then we have corolla with vexillary aestivation, right? And in vexillary aestivation we saw that there is one large standard plus 2 lateral wings plus 2 keels at the anterior, and these 2 keels are fused. So it is written like this: 1 plus 2 under bracket. After that we write about androecium. Androecium shows a diadelphous condition with 9 stamens fused plus 1 single stamen. Then gynoecium, we studied that the ovary is superior and monocarpellary. So we will write it down like this. So this is the floral formula for Fabaceae family. So I hope everything about the Fabaceae family is clear. We covered the floral formula, floral diagram, vegetative and floral characters. Now let us learn about some important examples of Fabaceae family. Along with their economic importance. So many plants of this family has a lot of economic importance. A large amount of legumes are consumed as pulses. Or dal. So examples are gram, arhar, same, moong, soya bean, All these are consumed as pulses. Then the other point about the economic importance is that some are used for edible oil purpose. Examples are groundnut and soybean. Then some plants are used for dyes, for example indigofera, which is also called as neel in Hindi. It is a blue color dye. It colors the fabric into blue. Alright. Some are used as a fodder for cattle. For example, Sesbania and Trifolium. Some are used for their fibers. For example, sun hemp. Some of them are used for ornamental purpose. Examples are lupin and sweet pea. I'm sorry, the spelling for sweet is SWEET, sweet pea. And then the last we will study about the medicinal plant, which is the mulethi. Alright, so I hope I covered all the important plants with their economic importance. So all these names are very important from the exam point of view. So please remember them. So this completes the Fabaceae family. That's all for this session. Thank you so much.